Patrick Lee. Patrick Lee is a Vistage chair in the Baltimore area. He facilitates two groups. Patrick, you recently heard a speaker that inspired you talking about the importance of a CEO's beliefs aligning with his or her company's culture. Tell us a little bit about that.
I recently heard a speaker that inspired me to think about how a leader's beliefs, motivations, skill sets affect their company culture, and how they really need to be aligned for the company to be truly effective and to truly have that corporate culture. He basically was discussing how if you've got a corporate culture that is different from the leader's temperament, beliefs, the way that they function, and it's a separate piece, it's not a good alignment, it doesn't work. And the reason for that is that frequently when there's a crisis or an opportunity or something that requires some adrenaline in the company, it will revert to the leader's toolbox. It won't stay with the culture of the company itself if they're not aligned. So by aligning them, you get a lot more synergy, because at times like that, it's both the corporate culture and the leader's toolbox that helps move the company either past the crisis or to the next level. The first thing to do if there's any suspicion that the CEO's core beliefs, motivations are not in alignment with the corporate culture is to actually get your management team together, separate from the CEO, and have that management team sit down and list what they believe the corporate culture to be, and then provide a list of what they believe their leaders' motivations, values, temperament is. And usually you can look at the two and realize very quickly if they're matching, or if they are mostly matching, where there might be some differences. You really need to make sure that the alignment you need to make sure that the culture of your company that's being projected to the outside world is truly the culture by which the company operates. And one of the easiest things to do is to take a look at the systems within the company and see if they align with what you're saying. So for instance, if you say, oh, we're very customer service oriented, but yet all of your resource and personnel are in the delivery of a product or a service, and somebody calling your company gets a answering machine or a push button to get through, and there's no way to give feedback that's easy for the customer, and there's no way for the customer to get technical help or whatever, then you're kind of going, wait a minute, are we really aligned here? All our resources are in delivery of the product, not in the customer service piece. And folks in the outside world, the customers, stakeholders, people looking at the company, they can tell real fast if a corporate culture, if the company really backs up what it says. I mean, you see that right now with a lot of, shall be unnamed, high-tech companies who are claiming customer service, and yet all you hear about is the complaints of people never being able to get through to them and talk to them when they have a problem or need to discuss a bill. And consumers don't, they're not fools. They figure out pretty quickly that these people may say this, but it isn't real. And you get sort of one chance. So truthfully, if you're all about delivery, state your culture to the outside world is we're about delivery. Don't try to fake you're about customer service, because they'll evaluate you on what you put forward. Oh, you're about delivery? Well, wow, you certainly succeeded in delivering me this, and they're not commenting on your customer service. So just make what you do actually be in alignment with what you tell the outside world you do. The best way to check and ensure that the CEO's beliefs, motivations are making its way into the corporate culture and are aligned is to actually, there's two things right off the bat. One is ask your customers, ask the stakeholders, and say, what is our corporate culture? What do you see us projecting? What are we actually doing? And ask them, what about our leader? What do you think of our CEO? Do you think they're delivering our message well? What are their strengths? And just take a quick gander at what their response is going to be. I think the other thing that is worth doing when you're assessing this is your employees. I mean, you go below the management level, get down to your employees, and what do they feel it is? Do they feel it's being delivered? What are they hearing through channels? It's one thing to survey clients, but what are the clients giving you of their own free will before there's any survey? What are they telling your employees, and what are your employees? Are they bullish on your company and its culture, or are they bearish? So find out, ask.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.